Deborah Roach advocated to create Manitoba's adult abuse registry in 2013. It lists people who it's found to have abused or neglected a vulnerable adult. She hoped it would protect people like her sister Chris, who had an intellectual disability and couldn't talk.
She was very, very vulnerable to abuse and neglect.
Now, Roach says that same registry is failing her. Chris died in 2020 after an accident at a care home. Roach says a worker didn't secure Chris's dentures properly. The hooks lodged in Chris's esophagus. She had surgery but died after being discharged from the hospital. Roach says she never got conclusive answers about how and why her sister died. She still doesn't know if the worker involved has been put on the adult abuse registry.
She was not allowed justice in the same way that you or I would have gotten justice.
CBC found multiple families who weren't notified years after the alleged abuse. A spokesperson for the Families Minister told CBC that the registry doesn't tell families whether or not the accused abuser is ultimately added to the registry.
It's important for families to know whether people have been held accountable.
Manitoba is the only province to have an adult abuse registry. Experts say it's a valuable resource when used correctly, but it's not enough alone. Other provinces regulate healthcare aides more by maintaining registries and education standards. Some publicly display investigations and discipline.
That's where it's really important that there's those safeguards, that we know the person has the right credentials so they know how to do those tasks, which are very important.
BC Seniors Advocate Dan Levitt says registries provide accountability. They also help professionalize a high-demand but often undervalued career. 6 years after her sister died, Roach says she doesn't know what happened to the worker who failed to glue her dentures in properly.
She could be doing this again to somebody else, to somebody else's loved one. So that's really the worst fear that I have.
Roach says she doesn't expect the adult abuse registry will ever give her answers. Under current legislation, it doesn't have to. Michelle Allen, CBC News, Winnipeg.